Hi, I'm Katerina. Welcome to Speak to Learn English. This introductory video is to give you a foundation in thinking about why speaking is so important as you continue to progress in learning English. Sometimes people analyze language and think about how young children learn language. Very young children don't need language classes, they don't need grammar exercises, they don't need listening practice or any of the things that we do as adult language learners. Why? Well, their brains are growing rapidly, and in order to reach one of the main goals of being a successful human being, which is communication, they are naturally motivated to figure out the language that they're hearing around them. With adult learners, it's different. As adult learners, we usually have a language that we can successfully use to communicate with most people around us in our day to day life. I'd like you to think about for a moment why you would like to improve your English. Some people need to improve English. It's vital for their work, or you may have moved to an English speaking country. Other people want to be able to reach goals like a career change or a move in your career where you can use bilingual skills to advance. Some people are interested in learning English to travel. Whatever your motivation is, I'd like you to think about that for a moment and think about how you would feel once you reach that goal. So, what's the fastest way to reach whatever your goal is? It's by speaking. There are many ways to increase your vocabulary or practice grammar in English and other languages, and those things are good to do. One tip that I often give students is to immerse yourself in English as much as you can in your circumstances. So, what does that look like? That could mean watching TV and movies only in English. And I encourage you, if you do that, to turn on the English subtitles because then you will have the visual of what the word looks like as you hear the speaker saying the word. That could include listening to the radio or podcast or audiobooks in English, reading in English, and looking for opportunities to speak in English. That last one is really the key because in order to get comfortable speaking in English, it takes speaking in English. So, an obstacle that some students have expressed is that they don't really have anyone they can speak to in English on a regular basis. And I understand that that can be a challenge. Taking classes is one great way to get some practice in with a native English speaker, but that is only a small portion of your week. So, this YouTube channel is there to help you add more speaking time into your week. I'll be presenting conversation topics, pictures, ideas that you can think about, and I will have questions that I encourage you to speak your answer in English out loud. Why? Because speaking requires us to process our knowledge fast enough to create a coherent or logical sentence in the target language. It requires us to remember or look up the needed vocabulary words, to use the grammar that maybe you've been practicing with in exercises or games or applications on your phone, to actually use that grammar to communicate something. I know it might feel strange to speak your answer out loud back to me in the video. So, if it's really, really uncomfortable, a second option would be to write down your answer. So, writing allows you more time to process and think about how you want to respond. But I highly encourage you to literally pause the video when I ask the questions and take a moment to create an answer, whether you say that answer out loud or you write down your answer. And if you are trying to answer and you can't think of the right word or you're unsure about how to express what you want to say, you'll make the most progress if you take the time to do a little bit of research. If there's a word that you know in your native language and you want to use it in the response, look it up in English because that will both add that word to your vocabulary and add it in a way that's practical and realistic because you'll be using it, not just trying to memorize a definition. And then if you do need more help, if you're looking for a teacher, then check out the description below. I will have some information on how you could possibly connect with me to learn. And there are many great platforms, many great teachers out there. So I wish you the best. I look forward to helping you through your English journey, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.